Thank you for downloading the KLFM Business Hub podcast, brought to you with Nwes.
Hi, I'm Ross Birkinshaw, news editor at KLFM, and the Business Hub is here to help you set up your own business. Well, today we start with the first step of all, writing your business plan. I'm joined by Nwes business trainer John Clark. So John, why do we need to have a business plan?
It's the question we get asked more than anything, really, as far as why would you produce one and what does it involve. I always like to think of it as it's like a roadmap for success, really. It tells you, it's not a prediction of what's going to happen because no one can see into the future. It's about saying, well, this is what we need to do to be successful. If we can sell this number of products or offer this amount of service, then this will lead us to success and the profit level that we need to be sustainable. Simple as that, really. What it consists of, there's various sections of it, and I would say never try and write this all in one go. I mean, that's the biggest mistake people make. It sounds a daunting task. Don't let it be. Start it off with a simple face sheet with a nice picture of your logo, your business. And once you've just done that, get yourself a folder, make a start on it, and then you break it down into the various sections.
Well, what are those sections?
Yeah. The first thing, which I would probably say is the most important thing, is your first page, which is your business summary. And if there's any areas where we find people struggle, it's clarity. You can read a business summary and just not get it. So what we need to do, you need to set out, maybe split it into 4 sections where you say, this is what we do. Be very clear about what your service or product is and be absolutely clear about that. Then you say, right, who are our customers going to be? Who are we aiming this product at? We can't sell everything to everybody, so that's a natural thing to try and identify who your customers are. Not always easy, but very important. The third thing would be, actually, how does it work on a day-to-day basis? We see plenty of examples where people say, well, I sell children's clothes, for instance. When that's it, you think, well, how do you do that? And do you sell it online? Do you have a shop? Do you work from home? Do you produce the goods yourself? Does someone manufacture them for you? There's so many elements to that, and sometimes people just say a statement which doesn't lead you anywhere. So be very clear about how it works on a day-to-day basis, who does what, where are the goods from, etc., etc. And the final thing would be to give an overview of the finances of the business, i.e., how many sales do you expect to make in a year? It's called your turnover. Or how much money do you actually expect to get in your till or in your bank account? And then take off your expenses, what's left, which is your profit.
Now, that already might deter a few people. How sort of detailed does it have to be?
Yeah, you've got to be very clear about how it works in your own mind, because if you can't be clear yourself, then no one else is going to get it. So particularly if you're trying to raise money, then you're up against it if you can't really set out in a nice, clear way. But I would say don't be daunted by this. It's, we're Nwes, we can help you do this, and it's much simpler than people think. It does sound such a daunting thing, but if you follow a template, which we can provide, then you break it down into very small chunks and you write it in what I would say a bullet point format. You don't have to write this as a work of Shakespeare. You're just looking for simple facts. Fact, 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 fact. This is what we do.
And how much do you have to stick to that business plan? Because you might have an idea as you go through and you're starting the business up. Things may change. Is it okay to sort of develop it as you go through?
Yeah, in fact, that's exactly what a business plan should do. It would never be something that you write and then stick under the table and forget about. No, it's definitely a movable document, and because you never can, like I said, you can't predict the future, so you're going to have to be prepared to change and move with it, and just to monitor your business. And if things aren't working, then the thing about having a good business plan is if things aren't working, you tend to be able to spot it sooner. If you've got no plan, you're just going down a path and not really sure whether you're being successful or not. But if you've got it planned out, you can look, we're not hitting these numbers that we need to hit. Therefore, what are we going to do about it? So it does sort of help you change direction if you need to.
And I suppose it's really important to keep the business plan, with you.
Have a hard copy. I know these days it's easy to have things on laptops and etc. But I would always recommend having a hard copy of it, because it is something physically you can just pick up and flick through, and also make it your own. I would never say, stick totally to a boring format. One of the things that I've experienced is sitting at the other end when we're, if you like, looking at business plans and deciding whether to lend money or not, is if people have made them their own, they will stand out from the crowd. So plenty of graphics, plenty of photographs. Just make them vibrant, they can be boring and therefore the people who are reading them will think, oh no, another business plan. It's not. Make them your own. Be different and be different in business in general. And that's often the difference between one business and another. The service, the way they engage with their customers, just trying to do something a little different that's memorable. That applies to business as it equally applies to writing a business plan.
And I suppose equally as well, you can get lots of help and advice from yourselves at Nwes. But if you've got friends, family, other people that have got their own business, show it to them. Get some other feedback from all different areas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everyone and people are very good at that. What we've found is that people love. I think we're all quite good at going into businesses and saying, well, I think we know more about business than we think we do. Because we're all consumers. We've all been to a restaurant. We've all been to a pub. We've all been to a shop, and therefore we've all experienced good and bad service. Most people have a very good idea of what makes a successful business. So if you're asking friends and family to comment on your business plan, one, they'll quite enjoy doing that, and also they'll probably know more and also come at it from a different angle than yourself, and therefore it's an excellent thing to do. Yeah, get everyone involved.
Thank you for downloading the KLFM Business Hub podcast, brought to you with Nwes.